Okay, back on setting up the framework for the ore dock. I've done these L brackets. Now, I've seen Rob Bennett do these L brackets on his ore dock, so I thought I'd copy it. So what actually happens is these will get screwed in here and a board will be placed on top and then the ore dock sits on top. So I'll go ahead and screw them on, then I'll show you the board on top. That's how it's made. Okay, all my supports now are being screwed in all the way to the end. And also I've put my angle brace for the truck that comes out here onto the ore dock, and then this cut. So the ore dock will start from here. And also I'm putting a board on here first, and then the ore dock will go on. So I'll place the board on. So the board will be a piece of pine, which will come like so. And then there will be an end bit that will go here. Now all this I'm going to actually plaster, so it's going to be like a plaster wall or mountain wall or rock wall, if you want to call it rock wall. So all this will be plastered and then the ore dock will get screwed onto this board. That's the plan. So the next job is to plaster all this, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And I'm still going to do it the way I always do it, is the cardboard lattice, but I don't want to come right out. It's only going to be sort of thin. So I'll get ready to put the cardboard lattice on. Okay, progress continues on the basket weaving. Okay, all the lattice, or cardboard lattice, is up now. So now I've just got to get the plaster sheets on. Okay, I'm going to put my plaster strips on. Okay, I've given 2 coats of the plaster sheet, so it's all dry now. So the next part is to put my plaster all over. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm about to put the plaster on now. All I've got to do is water it down first. And then put my plaster on. So I'm just sort of slapping it on. Because this stuff dries really hard. Okay, progress continues with the plastering. So a lot more to go. Okay, all the plastering's now finished. So now all I've got to do is paint it, and then the ore dock can go in its place. Okay, I'm about to paint the brick wall, and I'm using a acrylic paint. This one's just called Cool Grey, and I've mixed it with just heaps of water. Sort of like I do most of the time, and then I just brush it on. So I just do it completely all over, then I'll be adding black. Just to get me that grey look that I've been trying to get all the way around the layout. And most of this wall you're sort of not going to see because of the ore dot, but there will be parts that you're going to see. So. You may need another coat. See what it's like when it dries. But the black will really bring it out darker. Okay, the first coat of grey, still wet, so I'll let it dry because it might dry lighter and up to the end. So I'll let that dry and then I'll show you the next part. Okay, I'm doing the black wash now. And it's just black acrylic paint with stacks of water. But it's not thick, it's just really thin down, just to give me that a bit of a darker look. Okay, now it's probably a bit too dark for me, so I'm going to put more sort of grey again. Okay, now I'm going to redo it with the black wash, but more water this time. Because I don't want it as dark as what it was. Okay, now that's the colour it's going to stay. So it's sort of not too light, but not too dark. So the ore dock should look pretty good once it's in place. So I'll call this one a wrap. And then I'll put the ore dock up.